What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to a very, very disturbing sounding video. So it says here a U.S. border officer was filmed road raging at a Canadian? A U.S. border officer was doing this? Like the ones that represent the United States at the border was harassing a Canadian while driving? This just sounds so. I don't even think insane encompasses every emotion that I'm feeling about this. You gotta be kidding me with this behavior. But let's see the video. I want to see what happened here. It's kind of unbelievable sounding. So it says they honked at my Ontario plate, and now they're on my butt. We're 2 miles from the border. So this is obviously a Canadian who crossed the border and came into the United States. And there's somebody following them or honking at them or what? In the truck? This is disturbing. What? What are we doing? This is just so. It's so bad. Actually, I'm glad this was caught on camera. This is so embarrassing, and what a shame towards the United States. I'm embarrassed to call this guy a fellow American. That is just. What are you doing? What's he so upset about, by the way? Not that there's ever any real, reason to road rage at somebody, yell things at them out the window, let alone. So he basically said, "Don't come to the United States." This is scary. If I was this Canadian, first of all, you already came to the United States during a time where a lot of Canadians don't come here anymore. And this behavior completely vindicates Canadians who are afraid or to come here or upset with the United States and don't agree with us and don't want to come here. How can you possibly feel welcome when behavior like this exists? Now, I do want to say, as an American, this is not representative of what most Americans think about Canadians. This is some absolute moron, probably on a power trip, who I don't even know what prompted this. If you work at the border, don't you see Canadians coming in all day? Isn't that your job? You probably see tons of Canadians and travelers coming through, and why drive after this guy? Good job. What does that mean? Never come to the US again, good job? Is there some context missing here? It doesn't even really matter to me if there's missing context. I don't, unless this Canadian just blew up a school of children with a nuclear bomb or something, I don't think there's any rationale for why this guy's chasing after him, yelling at him, "Don't come here. Good job." Good job for what? Canadians, if anything, should be saying that to us. Good job, America. Completely alienating Canada. And with all the tariff policies, Canadians should have that attitude. It would be justified. There's so many things wrong with this. Least of all, just the total unprofessional behavior from a U.S. border officer. You didn't even bother to change out of your uniform. Like, if you're gonna go around and harass people in your free time, at least don't represent the United States. Obviously, I don't condone harassing people at any time, but somehow it just makes it extra bad that this is a U.S. border officer, a employee of the U.S. government. Makes it extra bad. Is that all? It's a New York license plate. Yeah, this is just disturbing on so many different levels. Um, I'm glad this guy was filmed. Otherwise, this moment would have gone, completely unknown to everyone and me. And I think it's actually, Canadians, for the most part, you guys have a lot of your opinions probably set on the United States, probably negative. And it's understandable. But a lot of Americans don't really understand what Canadians are kind of experiencing and going through. And I would hate to think that this is normal behavior. I hope to God this is a one off, like fringe case. Some insane, loose cannon border officer. But whether this is common or not, I'm glad this is on the internet because otherwise we wouldn't even know about this. And Americans, we need to know about this because it's our responsibility to keep our own citizens in check and make sure we're behaving in like a common, decent manner. It's so, I don't even feel like I should have to explain this, but it's just that bad. So what is this where it was? Where are we? Niagara University? This is like, is this by Niagara Falls? This is by US Customs and Border Protection. Oh, the Lewiston port of entry. That's where he works. I mean, I don't he should obviously be reprimanded at best, fired at worst. Like, I don't know if he committed a crime by yelling rude things out the window, but you can't just represent the United States and chase after people in your car. He could have caused an accident. Like, let's be real here. Like, they should obviously, if they can identify this American guy, like, consider disciplinary action or firing him if it's violating some kind of code of the U.S. government, which you would think chasing down foreign visitors and harassing them would be against like the American government employee handbook. You would want to think that, wouldn't you? This is just it's so bad, especially in this time where the relationship between Canada and the United States is so fragile and there's no trade agreement, really, overarching trade agreement that's been agreed upon. Canadians are still boycotting the United States, and then something like this comes out, and it's just so disappointing. Um, and for me, maybe this is like kind of wishful thinking, but I do want to emphasize the point most Americans have no problems with Canadians. Most Americans like Canadians or have never interacted with them. But this open hostility from this guy, this is not representative nor becoming of America and what we represent. And this was bad. Yeah, I heard about there's a video of this, and watching it was even worse. I don't know. Not much more to say. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on this U.S. border officer basically road raging and harassing this Canadian citizen in America. Crazy. Disappointing, to say the least. It'd be cool to hear about, especially from a Canadian perspective. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and seeing Canadian things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.